All right, so I'm sitting here thinking, I need to have a heart to heart with y'all. Yeah, it's time. It's 2026. It's a very range of content spread it across social media with people despising their jobs to the point to where they are willing to roll the dice with just walking away entirely. Now, I'm not saying that this trend hasn't been going on for some time now with people just literally packing up, sleeping in a car, um, packing up, moving back to their parents' house, um, having multiple roommates to decrease their monthly cost of living expenses. People are exhausted. People are exhausted because the world is steadily evolving. And theoretically speaking, that is an indicator that a form of fear may be presenting itself to you at such a rapid rate that you feel like you losing control of your life. You feel like you already lost control. And so at this point, in extension to the rumor in the financial space, decrease your expenses, which is why people would roll the dice with downsizing, sleeping in a car, moving back in with their parents, etc., etc. But the extended rumor is you can also downsize as much as you theoretically can, but that's not going to outpace your annual net. Okay, let's put it like this. Let me just go to this article by nerdwallet.com in regard to the standard deduction amounts. So now if we're looking at this article, and let's just say via filing status head of household, the standard deduction amount is $24,150. Theoretically speaking, you should be living within that range via your cost of living expenses. And I know a person will probably be like, what the fuck you talking about? Who can live on $24,150 a year? Who in the world can live off of that? Well, according to this chart, most Americans do live within this realm here because most people are within, slightly below, or slightly above the poverty line, which means that you either have to follow living within the guidelines of the information listed throughout the standard deduction amounts and use any dollar over that amount as a form of theoretical leverage to climb the financial ladder to wealth, or you are possibly going to experience a high level of anxiety when you traveling along your financial journey. All because you don't understand how important these numbers and these charts are. You don't even understand how important these numbers are in regard to keeping structure within another thing that most Americans seem to refuse to incorporate throughout their financial journey. Now, I don't want to say that most individuals refuse to incorporate it because They just despise it at all because they feel like they don't generate enough revenue or capital to sustain the cost of living, anyways. I believe that it's the system in itself and an individual not understanding how to truly operate the system. What system am I talking about? A budget system. Now, if I'm sitting up here being honest with you, they also say that the wealthy make money in their sleep. How in the is they making money in their sleep while you got people who working double and triple shifts, lacking sleep, still can't get ahead? Why is that? Because wealthy people are trained to understand how to generate capital. Let's just use a millisecond as a time frequency. They are generating money, capital, revenue by the millisecond, when we are then trained to generate it by the hour. You know how many time frequencies in between a millisecond and an hour? No wonder why they making money in their sleep. They supposed to. If we want to be for real, they supposed to. Now, what I've also learned on my financial journey is, if I was to take my daily rate of return and divide it by 24 hours, because I go to sleep soon. I just don't make money while I sleep. Oh. If I was to take $153.85 and divide it by 24 hours, that means I am generating roughly $6.41 per hour. So now I'm training my brain to understand, hey, I'm making $6.41 while I sleep per hour. Interesting. So if I multiply that by 8 hours of rest, then that means I am generating $51.28 while I sleep. That's beautiful. That is amazing, one would say. But see, since people who live within, slightly below, or slightly above the poverty line look at that as, that ain't no money. That's not no real money. What the am I going to do with $51? $51.28. I can't even pay my light bill with that, which is absolutely true. The secret that I am discovering to generate more capital in this lifetime is true. What the wealthy say. You cannot overwork or use this theoretical form of hard work or hard, stressful labor to generate more wealth. Why? Because when you understand things from a from a general business or wealth perspective, you are then going to start understanding, hey, I'm not making as much money as I think or believe I should be making because my employer got me capped out. Why? Because they're on a budget. They're on a budget, which is why I keep saying over and over and over again, hey, it's nothing personal finance. It's just business. Because I need to train my brain to start thinking and moving like a business. Because if we want to be technical, most individuals don't have a lot of luck on a personal side of the scale, which is why you getting burnt out on your financial journey, because you're taking everything personal. It's nothing personal. It's just business. And until you wrap your mind around it being just business, you're going to experience a multitude of challenges over the duration of your financial journey, all because you won't adapt to this new way of thinking in regard to your finances. Another thing that I learned is you have to make yourself a valued asset in the market. You have to position yourself in the market as a high value asset to increase your revenue stream. How do you do that? Sorry, the fans are going off on the heater. It's all right. It's all right. I'm sure y'all still can hear me. I got the mic right here. Anywho, so I'm sitting here thinking, how do you generate new streams or additional streams of revenue to then latter replace your current line of work, especially if you despise it? Because if you love it, I would keep it. And I will work on creative projects on the side that's going to open up additional streams of revenue on the side. Because it's important for you to learn how to invest and generate additional streams of revenue through diversifying your value throughout the marketplace. And you can do that in the form of storytelling on social media. That has been tested and proven to generate new millionaires every single day. You can create a product. You can create a product of a high value to the marketplace to generate additional streams of revenue. You can provide a service to generate additional streams of revenue. Now, I know it seemed like, well, whoa, you got to calm down because you're moving too fast. I'm struggling trying to make the rent. And you talking about storytelling on social media, products of a high value, and a high value service to provide to the public. When am I going to ever find the time to be creative and present these things to the public? Because just like every wealthy individual states, we all got 24 hours in a day. Let's say you're working 8 hours. You're sleeping 8. That's 16 hours gone. You got another 8-hour shift just lingering around doing nothing. You don't have to overwhelm yourself and pick up a second shift at another 9 to 5. No, use those 8 hours of freedom to create. I didn't say you had to lock yourself in a dark room for 8 hours until you have this magical spark and come up with something in an 8-hour shift. No, those skills have to be developed over time. You may not come up with $1 million idea overnight, but one day you will. The extended question from there is, are you going to then be ready to release it to the public? Have you worked out the price points associated with the product that in which you are willing to sell to the public? Are you willing to replace your 9 to 5 with a service based form of entrepreneurial business provided to the public in a form of content creation? Especially if you ain't willing to go door to door selling whatever product or service you have. This is the new innovative way to become wealthy. Which means what? Listen, it's time to set whatever fear, whatever pride, whatever theoretical form of embarrassment you have with your real life situation to the side and develop the skills needed to generate additional streams of revenue. Because society is showing us who finna get left behind. It's showing us who finna get left behind. Now, I'm not saying that, okay, let's wrap this narrative back around. Individuals choosing to give up their form of shelter, to sleep in a car, to move back in with their parents. It's a choice. It's an option, okay? Which is why you need to learn how to invest in things that is going to eventually grant you the life you truly desire to live one day. Sometimes we got to take risks that we may not be so comfortable with taking in the beginning. But it's like you either get comfortable taking risks to get rich or wealthy, or you take risks every day clocking into a job that you hate to never end up with the form of wealth that you truly desire anyways. So I ask you, what the are you scared of? Like, seriously. We in 2026, and I have to ask you, what the are you scared of? There are a multitude of testimonials out here proving that new millionaires are born every single day. And you overanalyzing the fact that you may not be considered one of those millionaires. If I'm not mistaken, I just watched the video. As a matter of fact, let me just ask Siri real quick. Hey Siri. How many new millionaires are made in the United States?
The United States is home to the most millionaires of any country, with a tally of 23.8 million in 2024, according to a new report by UBS. The Swiss bank estimated the U.S. minted some 379,000 new millionaires last year, or more than 1,000 each day, for an increase of 1.5%. This answer is from NBCWashington.com.
So that means, according to what Siri just stated, it's approximately 1,000 new millionaires born every day. Every day, 1,000 individuals will become a millionaire. It's almost like the lottery. And so the question is not if you will become a millionaire in this lifetime. It's just a matter of when at this point. How are you positioning yourself in the marketplace to become the next new millionaire? I don't know about you, but I'm finna strategically position myself on a board to become the next new millionaire. May not be today. It may not be at the end of this week. Hey, I don't know when it's going to happen. I just know it is. Because I'm finna put in whatever work I've been putting in at any 9 to 5, any gig work, any XYZ in the third line of work. I'm finna put that same effort into becoming the next new millionaire. It's finna happen. And since I want it to happen for you too, I want you to continue to follow me on this journey and invest in whatever extended tools or information needed to become the next new group of millionaires in 2026. I'm excited. I'm excited for this journey. I don't even want to get emotional right now, but I know it's going to happen. And I want to take you along this rag to riches journey with me. And I want you to join me in becoming the next new millionaire. And with that being said, y'all, I got a lot of work to do because it's finna happen. I am not going to be an individual who sits around and complains about how I got stuck in poverty, how I got trapped in a 9 to 5, how I drowned it in debt, all because I didn't want to position myself in the financial market to, according to those statistics, become the next group of 1,000 millionaires produced in a day. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Cause man, I just got fired up. This is all an impromptu recording. I finna get to work. It's finna happen. And I'm finna take you along this journey. I hope you join me on this journey. And I'll see y'all at the top. Remember, like Lotto said, don't get lost. Peace.